with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, sound like you know. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, ay, yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, yeah.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts.
For Arizona.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First and 10.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
45-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. A throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Kaepernick now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Taylor.
17-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Sometimes you need a fold, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know that was a
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
At the 33-yard
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The tackle made.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Got an open man. That's Campbell. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts add on to their lead.
For the point after.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Coleman now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
At the 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Tevin Coleman, the ball.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Down at the 35.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was tackled at the 20.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Drake on the carry.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. On first and goal, Drake. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the Colts 7-yard line.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson, eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Goal made by Bobby Okereke.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Cardinals.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. To throw is Kaepernick. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. He was
now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the right. He's got a man complete. And they finally do get him, but not that before he reaches the 27. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Tackle made by Malik Hooker. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. It's Coleman here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Taylor, the ball.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Kaepernick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
By the Cardinals.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To throw, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They will run again with Coleman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
23 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Coleman. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona 1st.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the 44-yard line.
2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Smith catches left side. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, Watson. And Jones has it over the middle. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Levante David in on the tackle.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Back to throw. Kaepernick forced out to his left. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass down.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Arizona, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire.